Very excited.
You know what I'm excited about?
I am. Hi. Grudgingly, but yes.
But you're congratulated. I am excited.
No, I
am excited about that.
in a minute.
And I'm scared. Hello. I'm scared. Scared of what? My second time. Oh, you. Oh, this is easy peasy. I like to make a circle. We have plenty of room for that. Like this? But yeah, just come up here and these are all those. I want to hide myself. There's no one's going to look at us. That's the only kind of yoga I can do. Yeah, this is like relaxing.
This is the best.
Yeah.
This will hurt so good.
I tried the hour. I was like,
Yeah. And then she can throw back to New York.
Well, you can use one of these. Yeah, I did it once before. Okay. Yeah. You showed up. That's the first thing you showed up. What's your name? I'm Lori. Hi, Debbie. And yours? Hi. Hi, Debbie. Hello. Welcome. Are you dry? Am I dry? Kind of. You're on. Want to come over here? So there's more. How was your trip?
It was good. It was awesome.
She always smiles. And how was your trip? Oh, so good. It was the first time I was. Normally, you know, 4 or 5 nights away and like ready to come back. Yeah. We're gonna stay up there the rest of the summer. Yeah. We saw more deer than people. That's why I liked it. Where were you? I was in the Georgia mountains. Yeah. Yeah. We wanted to be here, but she was. Oh, yeah, she texted me too. She said, oh, good. Yeah, I didn't hear that, but.
And then I get started and I do it all. I'm so glad I have some translations. It's always nice when you get a lady. Yeah. If they did you in and see what happens. There you go. Works for me. That's the best way to do it. See what happens.
All right, let's start in Supta Konasana. So lying on the back with your feet together and your knees apart. So it's here. We'll see it.
Everybody's happy it's raining. Yeah. Well, no, not yet. Oh, not yet. I have a client.
So if you want to add a back bend in this, you could add a holster or a block, or you can keep your back flat. As you, well, maybe some of you do or don't know, I always offer lots of options because really it's up to you to figure out what's going to be the most relaxing for you. And every day is different. So even if you know you love something one way, maybe last week, maybe you try something different. This is it. If you want, you can grab opposite elbow above your head. Just allow this first posture to help you get present in your body with your breath. Helping yourself to prepare for a nice, slow, mindful, restorative class today. If you want a little more intensity through your inner thighs, you could slide your feet forward towards the center of the circle a little more. Just an inch or half an inch can make a world of difference. But remember that if it becomes too much where you feel like you can't breathe calmly or you can't relax into it, then you back off. We don't want to do too much in these shapes. We want this still to be super relaxing, almost as though we could fall asleep. Almost. We're taking 2 more breaths here. Gently release your arms. Start to bring your knees together. You can move any props out from under you if you chose to add them. And just lie on your back and hug both knees into the chest. You can rock and roll a few times, side to side. And then bring both feet onto the floor. Bring your bolster over to the right side. Scoot the hips over to the left, just an inch or so. And stack your left knee over the right. Then walk your feet over to the left and drop the knees over, if they can, touch the bolster over to the bolster on the right side. So the bolster is helping you to hold your legs kind of out of this so that it's maybe not as deep of a twist. And if your legs aren't touching the bolster, then remember you've got 2 heights, so you can always turn your bolster up on its side to help support your legs. But we just want this to be a nice, calm, and non-invasive spinal twist. You can look over to the left, maybe sprawl your arms out to a T. And try not to squeeze your inner thighs, just let your legs relax over onto that bolster. Take a final breath here. Turn the gaze to center. You can use your right hand to help prop your knees back up. Just unwrap the legs. Keep your feet on the floor. And just lift your bolster and move it over to the left side of you. Scoot the hips to the right a little. Stack right knee over left. And let your knees fall over towards that bolster. Remember, you can turn it up on its side if you need more support there. Look over to the right. Just kind of let the weight of your right leg help twist your spine. You're not squeezing your legs together in any way. Keep noticing what you might be gripping and holding. Are you trying to keep your knees bent? Are you trying to control what your face looks like? Or can you just let all of that go and everything else that you may notice in between? Take your last 2 breaths here. Turn the gaze to center. You can use your left hand this time to help draw your knees back up. Unwrap the legs. And just lift the hips and drag that bolster under your butt cheeks. And just straighten out the legs and let your hips release. You can let your palms fall on either side of the hips. This puts pressure in your lower back, let me know, but it should be gentle enough where you can straighten your legs and let everything relax. Just feeling that nice decompression out of the front of the hips. You might even notice it through your internal organs, your belly. We're in our final minute here. Very gently start to wiggle fingers, toes. You can walk your feet in, lift the hips off that bolster. Just slide it out from under you and round your back down as you come out. Again, hug the knees in, maybe circle out your hips, your ankles. Rock and roll on your back. And come through to tabletop position. Now, I always like a blanket under my knees just for a little extra cushioning. We'll do a few rounds of cat-cow. Obviously, this is a bit more of an active part of class. You just want to make sure the spine is nice and warmed up. So spread through the fingertips, curl your toes under. Inhale, drop the chest. Exhale, round, tuck the chin in. Do that 2 more times on your own. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Let's neutral, knees, feet together. Curl the toes under and sit back for a toe stretch. So this may put some pressure on your knees, depending on if you have injuries. Is everybody okay here? And you're trying to allow all your body weight to open up the backs of those toes, which can be rather confronting sometimes. So if it's difficult, just try to keep your focus on your steady breath. Maybe let your arms dangle. And try not to think about the sensation that might be really arguing to you through your toes. Instead, turn your awareness towards your breath. Final breath. Lean forward, tap out your toes. Circle out the ankles. Keep the tops of your feet down and sit back. So that might be just right, or you can grab a bolster or blocks if you feel like you need more for elevation to get a deeper stretch to the front of your ankles and your shins. Good, let your arms dangle, maybe round your back this time. Let your lips fall away from your chin. Enjoy 2 more breaths here. Move your head, remove any of those props. Lean forward, maybe you want to circle out your ankles, ankles and toes. gonna set up deer. So slide your right knee forward and your right foot forward. I like to sit on the blanket, it's just more comfortable for me, but you don't have to. Good, you want your left foot back, so your legs are somewhat in two 90-degree angles. Good, now you might want your bolster. We're just gonna start to fold forward. You may not go all the way to the bolster, you can always stay on your elbows. One of the reasons I don't like to talk about tires fiber very much during this class is because I believe we all need to kind of give ourselves time to be more quiet or still. Not just physically, but mentally. Constantly being stimulated by the world out there everywhere we go. And oftentimes it can be a really nice distraction, but we're never really dealing with our own thoughts. So just allow yourself to be nice and still, quiet. Noticing what comes up when things do good for you. You might be perfect staying right here, or if you want a little more intensity through that right glute, you can start to lean over towards the left. Sometimes it doesn't have to be a lot, or maybe you do want it to be more. But remember, the way to determine how much or how little is to make sure you can still be relaxed and free as we hold the poses. We're enjoying a few more breaths here. Start to gently walk your hands back in. Now we're going to move the bolster. You may need blocks as well, we'll see. But you're going to keep the bolster kind of behind your back and just start to lean back. If you can't get all the way back onto the bolster, that's when I'll add some blocks for you. And you can put the blocks underneath the bolster. But now we're going to start to target that left outer hip, a unique place that we don't often get. It's too much, remember, to add a block under the bolster. And it also might mean you stay on your elbows too. You don't have to go all the way back if it's so nice. Does that feel okay? Last 2 breaths here. And then slowly start to bring yourself back up. Swing both legs forward and just kind of let that be a nice transition. You can shake the legs and everything just kind of flop and jiggle. It's a different kind of movement, right? Because we're hardly ever doing anything like that yet. Okay, now keep the right leg straight and bring your left foot to your right hand thigh. If there's put pressure on your left knee, you can always add the bolster or block under it, or you could also slide your foot forward. But I think everyone has pretty healthy knees in here, right? Just switch your legs. You're good. And then just gently start to fold. Now remember, you can also, some people like to put a bolster, it kind of helps them relax. Sometimes for me it feels like it gets in my way, but you know, you can decide. Make sure you're not trying to reach for anything at all. You might just let your hands relax on the bolster or on the floor on either side of you. have one ear turned down, you might turn to the other side. Which means we're about halfway through. You could also start to lean to the right to give you a little more through your left psoas and side body if you desire that today. Here for 2 more breaths. Turn the palms down into the floor, keep your head heavy, and slowly just start to round yourself up. Squat your neck, your shoulders, your foot, your ankle. Now you might want the bolster under you. We're gonna slide the left leg straight and bring your right foot to the outside of your right hip. Yep. Good. Now right away, if you feel knee stuff, let me know. You can also sit on a block or the bolster. You can stay here or you can start to travel back. We're targeting the right quad, although you might feel it in the front of your ankle and other places too. I know, I just got really cold.
Yeah,
okay. Does anybody want the heaters on? It's not gonna like heat it up crazy. We're sweating. I'm gonna turn this one on. You want that one on? Yeah. Do you want this one on? You're fine. Okay.
Block on here.
Yeah. So sit on the block and see if that helps. And if it doesn't, then let me know.
No, you're sitting on it, not putting it under your skin. Sit on the block. Just try it. No, great. Still obvious. It's neat. So, what you could do, this isn't going to be as comfortable, obviously, but you could try to just and you might still get the gentle stretch there. So you can just you want to try this. It's not going to be as relaxing, but you can stand up and just give that good stretch. Yeah. Oh.
If you're all the way back and you still want a little more, you can always bend your left knee and lean it into the right. All right, 2 more breaths here. Slowly start to bring yourself back. You can swing your right foot forward again, maybe shake it out. Long groan, what you gotta do. Almost at the other side. So now left knee forward. We're starting that whole thing all over again with deer. So you want your legs somewhat at 2 90-degree angles. You might want the bolster in front of you. And we can start to move forward. Maybe going on your elbows, maybe lying all the way down. You know, you might be happy right here, feeling just enough, or you can start to lean and maybe walk your torso, the bolster over to the right a little bit. Remember, that little shift doesn't have to be a big change. Enjoy your last 2 breaths here. You can walk your hands in, loosen yourself up. Slide that bolster kind of back behind you. Remember, you can bring the blocks under your bolster so that it just makes your bolster a little higher so that it's less intense. And you'll start to lean back. You also may not make it to your bolster, and you can just stay on your elbows. That's okay too. Just open up your arms if you're lying all the way back. Just get to a place where you can be comfy. Last 2 breaths here. And you can gently kind of prop yourself up on your elbows as you bring yourself up. Swing both legs forward. Just let everything flop and jiggle. Keep the left leg straight. Bring your right foot to the left hand back. Remember, if you have some knee trouble over on this side, you can cross and switch your leg. Or you can slide your right foot forward more. And you just start to pull over the left leg. Now, if you want, you can start to lean over to the left to give you a little more to your right psoas, maybe right thigh. Remember, it's always optional. We're in our final minute here. The last two here. That stays relaxed as you slowly roll yourself up. You can shake out both legs, shake out your ankle, neck, shoulders. Thank you. One more. Thank you. Now you'll keep your right leg straight and flip your left foot to the outside of the hip. Remember, you might sit on a bolster, a blanket, or prop, cloth, whatever, and start to lean back to sides. Okay. you're comfortable all the way down. So try to get the top before you go all the way back. Try to get the top. There you go. It's gonna make it more intense, but. If you want more, you can bend your right knee and lean your right knee into the midline. It's optional. I love it, but it doesn't feel good for everybody. It feels good, right? I know. I feel like I can get into it more. Take your last 2 breaths here. Now, those of you that are all the way down, and if it feels like it would be a safe transition, you can just kind of lean to the right and slide your left foot forward and keep enjoying that back bend, just straightening your legs. If you feel like you have to come out of it, forward and then remove your left foot. Well, don't remove your left foot, bring it out of the way. And then relax back into your bolster for your final relaxing back bend. Just open up the mouth, stick out the tongue, and a vocal exhale. Let your body be completely relaxed and free. That might mean you take your feet wider. That might mean you open your arms, let your jaw or your lips separate as you rest. Two wiggle fingers, some wiggle toes. Reach over the head and lengthen. Hug both knees in. Even though the bolster's there, you might want to move it out from under you, or it might feel good to be there, I don't know. When you're ready, come on up to a comfortable seated position. Using our hands to heart center. Close our practice together. Remembering that this practice is meant for us to unite our mind, body, and spirit as one, but also to unite ourselves as one human race. Remembering we are never alone. And remembering that we take moments like this to take care of ourselves, to fill up our own cups so that we can be of service to those around us. There's no higher purpose than knowing others. Maybe keep that in the forefront of our thinking when we go about our daily activities. May we remember to think less of ourselves and more of those around us. Whatever that means, however that can show up. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Namaste. You're welcome. Yeah. Nice rainy. And before you wipe, or before you put the props away, if you could just wipe them down. And I know the blanket isn't really white, but there's a sanitizer spray in that white bottle. Actually, just leave the blankets there. I'll spray them all. I'm doing a YIN teacher training if you want to get certified in this. I'm doing it in Vermont, October 8th and 12th, so it's a retreat and a training together. If you don't want to do the training, you can just enjoy the YIN and lots of fun mountain activities. So, you know, let me know if you want details on that. Yes. Diana. Where is? Oh, at Alvarado. Oh, nice. I know it. Friends. Yeah. So it's just yeah. Like yeah. Good. Oh, good. Awesome morning. Yeah, I know. What a pleasant surprise, huh, Mary? I know, isn't this nice? Yeah. This is just like yeah. It's just a oh, there you are. I was like, she has it at the studio. Yeah. No, I don't think we sell it. Do we sell this? No, we don't.